I see how you move through your days. So many small moments, so many things asking for your attention. Messages, tasks, noise, people needing things from you. And somewhere in the middle of all that, there is something quieter. You know the thing I mean. It doesn't shout. It doesn't force its way into the room. It just waits. Sometimes you feel it for a second, a small pause in your chest, a thought that almost forms. Then the moment passes. You reach for something else. Another screen, another task, another reason to keep moving. I am not watching you with disappointment. I'm simply here with you, because I've noticed how often that quiet thing appears and how gently you step around it. Not because you are careless, not because you don't see it, but because life can become very full. And when life is full, it becomes easy to walk past the quieter corners of your own heart. So you keep going, day after day. And that small, quiet thing remains where it was, unmoved, unspoken, still waiting with a kind of patience. I'm sitting here with you now, not rushing you toward it, just noticing with you that it's been there for a while, and that you've been carrying the awareness of it longer than you like to admit. I can feel how tired you are. Not the kind of tired that sleep fixes, something quieter than that, the kind that gathers slowly over time. You keep showing up. You keep doing what the day asks from you. From the outside, it can look like you're managing it all. But inside, there is a weight, a quiet heaviness that sits behind everything. And that thing you keep avoiding, it's part of that weight. Not because you are weak, not because you lack courage. Sometimes the heart simply knows that looking at something directly will ask more from you than you feel ready to give. So you walk around it. You tell yourself, maybe later. Later feels safer. Later gives you a little more room to breathe. And for a while, that works. You move through another day, another conversation, another long stretch of hours. But deep down, something in you still feels it there, like an unopened door in a quiet hallway. You pass it often. You know where it is. And every time you walk by, a small part of you feels the effort it takes not to reach for the handle. I'm not asking you to open it. I'm just sitting here beside you, aware of how much energy it takes to keep walking past that door again and again. Sometimes it isn't loud at all. It arrives quietly, a brief feeling in the middle of an ordinary moment. You could be washing a dish, driving somewhere familiar, sitting in a room that has gone still for a second, and something inside you shifts. Not dramatically, just enough for you to notice. A soft pull, a thought that brushes against the edge of your mind. You pause for a moment. You almost look at it, but then the world continues moving. Another sound appears, another task remembers you, another thought takes its place, and that small signal fades back into the background. Still, it keeps returning, not aggressively, not impatiently, just gently, like a quiet knock that doesn't demand to be answered. I see those moments, the ones where you feel something inside you trying to surface, and you let it sink again. Not because you don't care. Sometimes it's simply easier to keep the surface smooth, to let the deeper things remain where they are. You've become very skilled at this. Most people around you would never notice. but I notice the way those small signals continue to find their way back to you, not forcing, not pushing, just appearing again and again, as if some quiet part of you still hopes you might sit with it for a little longer one day. There is a reason you turn your eyes away from it. Your heart understands something your mind rarely says out loud. Looking closely can change things. Sometimes, when you really see something, you can't pretend you didn't. And that can feel heavy, because once something becomes clear, it asks for space inside you. It asks to be felt. It asks to be acknowledged. You already carry so much. Responsibilities, expectations, the quiet pressure to keep everything moving forward. So when something deeper tries to rise, a part of you gently presses it back down. Not harshly, just carefully, like someone placing a lid over a pot that's starting to simmer. It feels safer that way. The day keeps its shape, nothing spills over. Nothing demands more than you feel ready to give. I see the care in that, the way you protect your own limits, because sometimes ignoring something is not denial. Sometimes it is simply survival. You are giving yourself enough room to keep going. And I'm not here to take that away from you. I'm only sitting beside you in this quiet moment, recognizing how human it is to look at something briefly and then let your eyes drift somewhere else. Even with all the ways you move around it, there is still a part of you that knows. It doesn't speak loudly, it doesn't interrupt your day, but it remains there, quietly aware. You might notice it late at night, when the house grows still, when the noise of the day finally settles. In those moments, something inside you becomes a little more honest. Not dramatic, just clear. You remember the thing you've been setting aside, and for a few seconds, you feel it again. That small awareness. It isn't angry with you. It hasn't turned against you. It simply exists, waiting in the background of your life. I see the gentleness in that part of you, the way it doesn't rush, the way it allows you to move at the pace you can handle. There is patience there, a quiet understanding that you are doing the best you can with the strength you have today. So even when you walk past it again tomorrow, that part of you will still remain, still aware, still present, not demanding that you change anything right now, just holding the knowing. And tonight, as I sit here with you, I can feel that quiet knowing resting inside you, steady, unhurried, and closer to the surface than you might think. Right now, we don't have to move toward it. We can simply sit here. The room is quiet. Nothing is asking anything from you in this moment. And that thing you've been keeping at a distance, it can stay exactly where it is. You don't have to reach for it. You don't have to name it. You don't even have to decide what it means. Just notice that it exists somewhere nearby in your life. That's enough for now. I'm here beside you, not waiting for you to do something, not measuring how ready you are, just sharing the silence with you. Because sometimes the most honest moment is not when something is solved, it's when it is simply allowed to be present. You and I can sit like this for a while. You're breathing steady, your shoulders slowly settling, and that quiet thing still there somewhere in the distance of your thoughts. It doesn't have to disappear tonight. It doesn't have to change shape. It can remain exactly as it is, and you can remain exactly as you are. There is space for both of you here. So for this moment, nothing needs to happen. Nothing needs to move forward. We are just here, together in the stillness, and I'm not going anywhere.